The room go quiet. Everybody talking big till they see who they're standing beside. Every banner on the wall,
every name they recall.
Funny how the conversation changes when the giants start to walk.
Watch them stare.
Watch them stare. No luck, no favors, no accidents here. We run this town.
Run this town.
Every road, every round.
Every round.
Turn it up.
Let it shake the ground.
When we move, everybody knows it now. We run this town. We run this town. Big stage, bright lights. Everybody wants a taste. Everybody wants the spotlight till they gotta pay the price. Every scar earned a place. Every win left a trace. Now they're trying to keep up while we're setting the pace.
Too late.
Too late. No fear, no doubt. We're too far. We run this town.
Run this town.
Every road, every round.
Every round.
Turn it up.
Let it shake the ground.
When we move, everybody knows it now. We run this town. You can take your shot.
You can try your luck.
Try your luck. Bring everything you've got.
It still won't be enough.
Stand up, show up, speak up, or move. We run this town.
Run this town.
Hear the crowd getting loud.
Getting loud.
Turn it up.
Let it shake the ground.
When we move, everybody knows it now. We run this town. We run this town.
You hear that?
That's what winning sounds like. Hear that? They're coming. Let them. Everybody sees the spotlight. Everybody wants a piece. Everybody loves the story till the story asks for blood and sweat. They see the win, they see the stage. They don't see the years it takes.
They don't know.
They don't know what it takes. Long roads, hard miles.
Still standing.
Still standing after all this time. They want in,
They want in.
but they don't know where we've been.
Where we've been.
They want gold, they want glory.
They don't know the whole
They
story.
want in,
Too
live here. Take your shot.
Take your swing.
Take your shot.
Bring everything
You've got. We'll still be standing when it's done. No shortcuts.
No shortcuts.
No excuses.
No excuses.
No mercy.
No mercy.
No regret. They want it,
They want it.
but they don't know where we've been.
Where we've been.
They won't go. They want glory.
They don't know the whole
They
story.
want it.
Too late.
We already live here. Everybody wants the view.
Until they climb the mountain.
Yeah. You know who showed up. Everybody talks when the lights are low. Everybody's got a plan till it's time to go. Everybody wants a shot at the headline name till they get too close to the flame. We don't show up looking for permission. We don't wait around for somebody's decision. Came too far, got too much at stake. And kings don't ask, kings take. You can feel it in the room. Something's about to break. We're bad for business, bad for the competition. Every time we show up, everybody pays attention. Bad for business, bad for your predictions. You can bet against us, but that's your bad decision. Oh, oh. Whole lot of talk, whole lot of noise. Everybody trying to be the boys. Everybody chasing what we built, but pressure separates the real. You can see it in their eyes tonight. Some came to play, some came to fight. And when the dust finally settles down, only one name's gonna stick around. Hear the crowd getting loud. Hear the walls start to shake. We're bad for business, bad for the competition. Every time we show up, everybody pays attention. Bad for business, bad for your predictions. You can bet against us, but that's your bad decision. that's your bad decision. Everybody's got a plan. Until we walk in. You're looking for a seat? Wrong place. Yeah. Everybody wants a view. Everybody wants the crown. Funny how they show up now when we're the ones holding it down. They see the banner, see the lights, think they're ready for the fight, but they don't know the price. Long roads, cold nights, build this one brick at a time. No vacancy, the throne is occupied. No vacancy, you came too late this time. No vacancy, read the warning sign. No vacancy, this kingdom's mine. Every challenger looks the same. Big talk and a borrowed name. They want the glory, want the fame, but they don't want the weight. Every scar behind these walls, every rise after every fall. This ain't luck, this is what greatness costs. Stand back, look close, see exactly who runs the show. Kingdom's mine. If you want it, take your shot. If you're ready, give all you got. But understand, before you try, the crown survive, the weak don't. No handouts, no shortcuts, no mercy, no love. No vacancy, the throne is occupied. No vacancy, hear the crowd tonight. No vacancy, they're standing after every fight. No vacancy, we're still alive. Everybody wants the crown until they learn what it weighs. Say my name, say my name when the lights go up. Say my name when it all blows up. Yeah. Everybody wants the headline. Everybody wants the fame. Everybody talks a big game till they gotta prove the name. Walking, hope room changes. Whole crowd starts looking our way. They don't gotta like it, they already know who we are. Look alive, we're about to take over. Say my name, say my name, say my name when the lights go different, move different. Pressure doesn't hit the same. Everybody wants the spotlight. We became the spotlight. Big stage, big noise, big dreams getting destroyed. One by one they figure out why we're the team they talk about. Head high, game face. Everybody knows the name. Say my name, say my name, say my name. When the lights go up, say my name, say my name, say my name. When it all blows up, no apologies, no excuses, no second place. Just remember who did it. Say my name. No luck, no breaks, no miracles were made. Just work, just scars, just everything that got us Say my name, say my name, say my name. When the lights go up, say my name, say my name, say my name. When it all blows up, no apologies, no excuses, no second place. Just remember who did it. Say my name. You don't have to like us. Just remember the name. Fear. Yeah. Fear. Hey. Hey. Fear. That's the difference. Fear. That's the reason. Fear. When we walk in, everybody change. Everybody changes. They know the name, they know the face, they know exactly what happens when we enter the place. No introductions, no explanations, just another reminder of who's setting the pace. Look, everybody got a plan till the pressure starts hitting. Everybody got confidence till the score starts shifting. Everybody talks tough till they stand in position and reality lands and they lose their vision. Built this from losses, built this for gain. Now everybody wants what we earned in the game. No luck, no breaks, just everything it takes. That's the difference. That's the reason. When we walk in, everybody changes. Not requested, not elected. We became the standard. Yeah, heavy boots, heavy crown, heavy pressure, every round. Everybody wants a shot till they're staring down the barrel now. No panic, no doubt. This is what we're about. They keep asking who's next, we're asking who's left. Tough, cheap, pressure, expensive. Everybody got confidence till the bracket gets offensive. Whole room gets quiet, whole crowd gets attentive. When the names hit the screen, everybody gets defensive. No heroes, no miracles, no fairy tales tonight. Just work, just scars and a scoreboard full of fights. Woo! You feel that? That's pressure.
No.
That's us. the room go quiet. Everybody talking big till they see who they're standing beside. Every banner on the wall,
Every name they recall.
funny how the conversation changes when the giants start to walk.
Watch them stare.
Watch them stare. No luck, no favors, no accidents here. We run this town,
Run this town.
every road, every round.
Every round.
Turn it up
Let it shake the ground.
when we move, everybody knows it now. We run this town. We run this town. Big stage, bright lights, everybody wants a taste. Everybody wants the spotlight till they gotta pay the price. Every scar earned a place, every win left a trace. Now they're trying to keep up while we're setting the pace.
Too late.
Too late, no fear, no doubt, we're too far. We run this town,
Run this town.
every road, every round.
Every round.
Turn it up
Let it shake the ground.
when we move, everybody knows it now. We run this town. You can take your shot,
You can try your luck.
try your luck. Bring everything you've got.
It still won't be enough.
Stand up, show up, speak up, or move. We run this town,
Run this town.
hear the crowd getting loud.
Getting loud.
Turn it up
Let it shake the ground.
when we move, everybody knows it now. We run this town. We run this town.
You hear that?
That's what winning sounds like. Hear that? They're coming. Let them. Glory up. Hey! Yeah! Everybody sees the spotlight. Everybody wants a piece. Everybody loves the story till the story asks for blood and sweat. They see the wins, they see the stage. They don't see the years it takes.
They don't know.
They don't know what it takes. Long roads, hard miles,
Still standing.
still standing after all this time. They want in,
They want in.
but they don't know where we've been.
Where we've been.
They want gold, they want glory.
They don't know.
Blue lights,
Black sky.
AFL. rise. 32 names in the dark, 32 flames waiting for a spark.
Heavy boots on concrete floors. Every champion wants more. No words, no need to explain. Everybody knows the game.
Look around,
Feel the pressure in the sound.
blue fire in our veins. No fear, no chains.
We came too far to turn around. Now the whole world hears the sound.
Blue fire in our eyes.
Nobody here survives on luck.
32 walk through the door.
Only one leaves with enough. Late nights built this legacy. Every scar became a memory. Every loss became a lesson. Every win became a weapon.
See the banners in the blue. Every dream coming into view. One more step, one more climb.
Everybody wants this night.
In time,
Watch the legends come alive.
blue fire in our veins. No fear, no chains.
We came too far to turn around. Now the whole world hears the sound.
Blue fire in our eyes.
Nobody here survives on luck.
32 walk through the door.
Only one leaves with enough.
No kings, no gods. Only those who earn their spot. No faith, no chance.
Only those who take a stand.
Blue fire in our veins.
Feel the thunder, feel the rain.
32 came chasing glory.
One will write the final story.
Blue fire in our eyes. Watch the darkness come alive. Tonight we rise.
Blue lights, black sky.
AFL. Pressure looks good on us. Good on us.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Waylander Gaming. First match of the evening, we've got Nabjutsu versus Nightvalor. With me on the casting panel tonight is, well, you know he's a very familiar voice. You know him as Mr. Waylander. So, Way, how you doing tonight, bro?
Well, excited to see how these games are going to turn out. There's some very interesting matches across this evening. First up, we obviously have Nabjutsu up against Nightvalor. And, well, these two teams haven't faced off against each other before. So it's always interesting to find out, how things are going to turn out. But with that being said, let's just head straight into the drafting phase. And we have Vigilante. And I'm sure we'll get in the live chat Mrs. Vigilante very shortly, shouting out something about Vigilante. So let's get to see how he's going to do. Or at least what he's going to pan out first. Oh, sorry. Just give me a second.
They see me rolling, hating.
team is banning.
Sorry about that. All right. So the first ban coming out is the Lucas. Which, well, Lucas, we have seen quite a few teams picking him up in the AFL and working some magic with Lucas. The follow-up ban for the side of Nightvalor, I mean Marcel, is there. Right now it's just like, is there any surprises there anymore that Marcel's being banned out? His skill set, it's actually, I actually believe it's his passive that makes him so OP. Granted, his ultimate's an amazing tool, but it's also one that can cause a bit of problems for your own team. Like sometimes it just can be very badly placed or very badly timed. It's his passive and the way he moves around and just disrupts things, just so strong. Arlot, the next ban from Renab, it seems like they've done their homework on Nightvalor. Definite respect bans. And I don't expect them to be banning out the Paquito, because whenever a team is picking first, if you notice the theme, that nobody's banning out Paquito. It never happens. You want to force the final ban from the opposition, so it's like you kind of know what they're going to be banning. It also fits in very nicely if you're first pick, because you naturally, when you have first pick, you need to have a team composition already in mind. So you know that you got to have the various elements necessary for a good draft. And I mean, the Fovia's ban is just like making certain that, Paquito is going to be a decent or solid pick first up. Final two bans here from the side of Nightvalor. They first ban out the Suyu, because Suyu is still a pretty solid jungler, and then the God pick, because God right now is maybe sitting top of the chart, I mean the mage charts. It's just so strong, especially if you get your positioning right. It just melts through whoever is in front of him with that Mystic Gush. It's always a good ban, but that has left Paquito open. And well, it wasn't even like a second when Renab's like, yep, Paquito, let's go. Now, Nightvalor seemed to want to respond with the Amon pick, because I mean Amon does have a certain degree of mobility, maybe to try and sidestep the Paquito combos, but they wait till the very last second and then switch it out, picking up Khalid on the roam, which is always a good roam option. He can apply a lot of pressure onto the opposition roamer to prevent anything from happening, and then the natural counter to Paquito, Shadow Striker on the Esme. As long as you position yourself right, you can, with the Esme, you're just going to eat up the damage. You're not going to be too stressed about what Paquito is doing. And every time he uses that first skill, which makes him so OP, there'll be a smile on your face. You're just going to be eating that shield. Life's going to be fantastic. Crack with the counter to the Esme, picking up the carry. So the question now is, are we going to see the Harith pick come out? Because carry, you have the option to actually counter her in lane, right? And there is a couple of options. Available, right? Even Claude, for that matter. Claude is a very solid counter against carry, because you're going to reduce that attack speed. He's got a great amount of mobility to bait out her ultimate. Leslie is also a pretty decent option up against a carry. Granger too, right? But I mean, Granger's dropped off so hard that I'm not sure anybody would want to pick up a Granger at this moment in time. Like Super Matri with the high loss pick, just to provide a little bit of slow to prevent Khalid from doing what he does best. And then, well, worst Yin picking up Yin. I don't think there's any surprises there with that particular pick. Now we're heading into the next stage of the banning phase, and it's a real question now. What are we looking at? So, like, if I was the side of Renab, you gotta either ban out the Leslie or the Claude, Since a lot of people haven't been picking up Claude as of this moment in time because of the nerf, it might be best to ban out the Leslie, but I would expect both their bans to go onto the gold lane, just to reduce that the choice factor, because there's not many gold laners that you're gonna be able to pick up and be okay with. You could also use the Irithel as well, just to sort of slightly outrange the carry, but I think the bans would be going in that direction. And when it comes to the side of Nightvalor, I would probably say a Guinevere ban might be a good one, or even a Basha ban for that matter. Fred, I don't think is going to be a good pick into the lineup that's here. Basha is definitely a good pick into this lineup. He's going to do very well up against the Esme, up against the Yin, even the Khalid for that matter. So Basha should be a prio ban, but ooh, they wait too long and then it goes to a miss ban. We just need to check whether that was a potential lag out as well. But I would have strongly expected them to pick up the Basha in this this phase. But DNAB, they have one more ban. Personally, I would say ban out the Leslie, but with the Valor ban, it means that we're probably looking in at a shoe-in for a tank jungle. And with the jungle already being picked up by the side of Nightvalor, it's not like they have an option to pick it up themselves, because where would you go to put the Basha? So this is going to prove to be problematic. Maybe they should lock onto the Lunox. I don't know about that, because I mean Lunox has dropped off from the meta quite a bit, but you got a high loss, and most probably, I'm like 90% certain it's going to be a Basha pick coming through. So there is always that. Melissa into a carry should be okay for the carry. Carry is quite a bully in lane up against certain MMs, and Melissa is not exactly a hard counter, but can have a certain degree of potential to sustain or not be bullied in lane by the carry. So that's going to be an interesting matchup, the gold lane one, which we'll keep an eye on as the course of the game goes. Now, are we going to see Renab pick up the tank jungle like I would expect them to based on the draft they have? Or are they going to go in a little bit more? Because you also have the Kai as well, now that I think about it. But if they're feeling themselves, right, picking up the YSS just to provide vision on the Yin and have the burst potential to deal with Esme. So you're going to have double burst potential to deal with the Esme. So YSS is not exactly a bad choice. I wouldn't say it's the best option that was available to them, but it's still a strong or pretty decent option, provided they can give YSS that protection that he needs in the early part of the game. And now final pick, Zetian is going to be a good one into the Fasa. It'll also help with Esme and the Khalid. Very, very good synergy there between those three heroes. Zetian or Eve. But it should more be Zetian, because Zetian is a counter to Fasa. So with the drafts being done, we're heading into game number 1 in this best of 2 series. I know I say that all the time. We're probably sick of hearing how often this is a best of 2. Just a couple more weeks and then we'll be saying best of 3 very, very shortly. But into the game we go. Nabjutsu up against Nightvalor. The lines have been drawn, the drafts have been picked. Now it all comes down to execution, execution, execution. As both teams will be trying to showcase their skills, their talent, and pick up some points in what is a kind of tightly contested group.
Yeah, well, just to just add that extra information, the final day of best of 2s will be next week, Friday. And then let me just quickly get the leaderboards up and running here on my end quick, whilst we are in the loading screen. Okay, Nabjutsu is currently in 4th place and Nightvalor is in last place. They haven't won a match so far yet in the group stages. So, yeah.
This part of the competition is very, very tough, especially for new teams like Nightvalor. Because you're heading into that that fair. I mean, to actually get yourself into the top 32 is no mean feat. It's quite an achievement, to be honest. But this is where things get really, really tight. And over the course of this evening, we would expect to, or not even just this evening, across the tournament, we expect teams to start to develop, grow, and add that little flavor. Quinn, welcome to the stream. Jake's as well. How are you doing, Neo? Always a pleasure to have you around as we head into this mid lane battle with Super Amatre in an aggressive position here. He's just buying time for the YSS to make his way across. Is he going to get the steal? Oh, Toshwalt with the steal. His retribution's been pretty solid throughout the course of the tournament.
Yeah, I mean, Hushwalt has been very quick when it comes to his fingers and the retribution battles. So nothing less expected from the kid coming into this series. But yeah, beautiful, beautiful play. I mean, I was looking at that highlights there for a quick second. I was like, risky plays, risky plays. But then again, Hushwalt with his, look at this, going for the blue buff invade as well. Oh, first blood goes to the YSS as Zekian was taken down. And the engagement onto the blue buff, and he steals the blue buff as well.
And the mountain chakra coming out. This is a 1.5 minute mountain chakra. That's so crazy.
Bro, that was quick for Hushwalt to get his ult. But I mean, look, he's going to be level 5 before going to the turtle. So he's going to have that retry advantage, and worst Jet is still level 2. So Nightvalor, they shouldn't contest for this turtle. They should go for that opposite lane. Get Melissa a healthy head start.
I agree with you. Sometimes in this life you're going to have to go for certain trade-offs. Ooh, look at that from Super Amatre. He does pop the passive from Eclipse Moon on the Zetian. So that means that she's going to be a little bit more susceptible to dive. Super Amatre is in quite deep water, doesn't have the glorious pathway to get out from here, with Vigilante just trying to zone away, but there's that Esme. She went in, I actually thought Esme was going to continue with us, but wants to try to protect DN from the Pac-Man, who is getting melted down there, and that's going to be Shadow Striker with the kill. There's the feathered airstrike as they get some amount of control here. Esme is in a bit of trouble, and so it's a 1-for-1 trade-off. I mean, this is what we were talking about in the draft counters. Like, YSS counters Esme, but Esme counters Paquito, and the kills went pretty much in the same line.
Yes, it did. But I mean, look, it's a very strong start from Renab. I mean, Hushwalt, bro, like, he's already level 7. Yeah, it's Nightvalor, they definitely need to keep this YSS in his lane. It's going to be difficult, especially because he's going to be level 10 very soon. That's another blue buff stolen, and that's a feathered airstrike into the mix coming in from Vigilante. Just pretty much keeping everyone zoned out, and we do see Yin trying to get that opening. He does have the My Turn available. The Mountain Chakra gets committed, and Vigilante secures the kill on 2 worst Yin.
Yeah, now in the YSS that's level 8 not even there's the glorious pathway like a carpet of destruction as they set up 2 in the mid lane.
Yeah, and they do get some healthy gold chunk off of this tier 1 turret in the mid lane. Oh, it's just before the 4-minute mark. It's 6 kills advantage. Will it be 7 as we do see the engagement onto Esmeralda? Superhero gets the return onto Esmeralda. And that's 7 kills advantage and a 4.2k gold lead at the 4-minute mark.
This is going to be, well, it's actually kind of a storming start here for Renab. They're literally living in Nightvalor's jungle.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, that's red buff gone and away as we do see Shadow Striker getting engaged upon. Will Esmeralda get caught out? Oh, so close, but she gets slapped by Hushwalt.
Yeah, it's already an unstoppable streak at like 4.5 minutes. That's crazy. I mean, he's 5-0 and 4. That's 2 kills a minute in terms of teamfight participation.
100%. And the second turtle of this match has spawned. As we do see Nightvalor is trying to keep the bot lane just fairly squared out. But we will see Renab coming in on full force right now as, well, Zetian keeps the Hylos at bay. But we will see how it's going to transpire in the next few seconds.
Yeah, very difficult for Nightvalor to actually contest for anything right now. In terms of a potential strategy, they need to funnel the farm into Melissa, which is the only option that they have right now to come online. But now, with Melissa just being like 100% zoned away, Renab, very clever rotation from them. They already went into that 2-2-1 split.
Yeah, and allowing the turret to do most of the damage onto, well, the minion waves. I mean, they're pretty much suffocating this Melissa.
Yeah. I mean, when you're in, especially when you're in a strong position like the way Renab are currently, it's always best to go for that 2-2-1 split. It allows YSS to continue with his snowball as he goes in with a mountain shocker, Washington having to disengage feathered airstrike, continues the zoning, and once more, it's like, did Yin get a buff this game?
Did who?
Yin.
No. As we do see, Doodle has been committed from Melissa. She's doing the damage, however. Esmeralda takes a lot of hits coming in from Hushwell. Glorious Pathway has been committed, and in the my turn, we do see it's Faza in very form, and well, that is Faza escaping that engagement. Doodle has been committed, and Vigilante barely escapes, but that's a double kill going in favor of the YSS. That's a 2-0 exchange. As we do see the Sand Prayer has been committed from Khalid, as Paquito just says, no more prayer time.
Already on 6.2k, 6.3k gold. This is going to be off. I don't know how you're going to stop this YSS right now.
Nope, and in totality, it's almost a 10k at the 7-minute mark in favor of Nabjutsu. This is, there's no way else how to put this, but this is a stomping on tonight, Nightvalor.
Yeah, I mean, YSS already level 12, going to be level 13 at the 7-minute mark. That's quite insane.
And normally I would say they need to slow down the game, but it's going to be difficult because, I mean, look, I can promise you Hushwell is going to be level 15 and max build before the 10-minute mark.
Yeah, I mean, the way things are going right now, you should be hitting level 14 very soon, but it's a killing spree for the Paquito. However, Carry picking up a double now, ISS with the engage onto Yin once more. He's like, no farm for this guy. It's so difficult. I mean, I actually feel sorry for Yin.
Bro, I do feel sorry. Not actually sorry, I do feel sorry. Because this has happened to me as well.
Yeah, Yin. We feel your pain. We know all about this early game pressure jungle invades. It's something that I will say that as a team, you know, you've got to learn to strategize to deal with this. I'm actually just following Hushwell on screen, right? There's one thing I'm checking. I'm checking to see if this is going to be the fastest level 15 that we've ever had on stream.
Well,
this might be.
We do see the feather air shot coming in from Faza. Glorious Pathway has been committed, and I'm Shadow, who just barely escapes that feather air strike damage. However, Hushwell did secure the kill onto Yin, and that's should be a Holy Shield popped off right next if they can get this Esmeralda zoned away. Yeah, Holy Shield popped.
That's 2 taken down, and that was a 8-minute 15-second level 15 from Hushwell on that YSS. Very impressive. Now Mountain Shocker has been committed. This should be another blow up. It's legendary for the YSS. He's gonna go in for more. Can he get another one? The turret has been taken down. He's got the chase. He's picked up a double. Make that a triple. Will this be a maniac? It is a maniac. Yin tried to drag him into that world, but YSS is like, yeah, I'm level 15.
Yeah, and well, Renab can actually take the quickest match of this entire AFL series as well. Quickest match is 9 minutes and 44 seconds, and that's it. New record, 9 minutes and 11 seconds. GG's, well played to Nabjutsu.
Very strong performance from them in game number 1. What do you think Nightvalor has to do in game number 2?
Definitely not pick up the Yin, bro. Go for a more sustained lineup. Definitely respect ban. I would say. Well, look, the YSS is not really going to matter, but I mean, definitely get rid of the Paquito. They were not comfortable on the Esmeralda, even though the Esmeralda was the only one that picked up a kill. Yeah.
Yeah, they need to go sustain heavy, just to prevent those jungle invades.
100%. 100%. I'm sorry, I'm just quickly switching everything out here.
Well, there is some strategies that you can use for those jungle invades. For those of you tuning in, a lot of those strategies do involve mid lane control. So, what you want to do to prevent being invaded early on is either to set up to invade yourself. That's actually the best option, because if you're the one putting the pressure, how can you be invaded? Or if the matchup in the mid lane's a little bit even, it's kind of 50-50, then you want to make sure that your mid lane duo rotates on the same side as where the jungle invade's going to be. In fact, there was a couple of squads I was showing the positioning where your Roma needs to be. It's not actually in front of that small camp next to the red buff. It's actually near where the arrow is, because that arrow that makes you dash back. Because you use that arrow at just the right time. So when you're standing around that arrow, it prevents you, the Roma, from being poked upon. Your mage gets into the right position near where the red buff is. And then the moment that invade happens and skills have been cast, because people have to use skills to take that small camp. The moment the skills are cast, the Roma uses the arrow, dashes across the wall, and then engages, and then the team follows up, and that's how you punish early game invades. Or at least it's one of the ways. There's a couple of different strategies for that.
Your team is banned.
But heading into the banning phase, typical Marcel ban, and I think Renab will be sticking with the bans they had previously, at least at the start, because a lot of those bans, as you could see, were respect bans. And it's when you're up against certain teams, when you know the hero pool is not as big as it should be, then it's the one time that I would, in the banning phase, recommend going for respect bans. It's not like a typical thing, but whenever you're up against certain people who like have specialties in certain heroes, why make life difficult for yourself? Just go for something easy. Less stress is always better. So this time around, Nightvalor are banning out the Paquito. They opted not to try to pick it up themselves, but it's always a solid ban. I would expect an Akai ban to come out very soon as well, because Akai, as we know, in terms of that early game potential, his damage, his ability to secure objectives, he ticks quite a lot of the boxes for a strong early game pick. Now, in the previous match, we did see Renab ban out the R-Lot, which was once again a respect ban. Are they going to continue with that R-Lot ban? Let's see if that's going to be their strategy. Yeah, it's as we said, very similar to the previous game. So they want to leave as little to chance as possible, because we have seen this in the course of the AFL so far. Teams can kind of beat anybody at any given moment in time. It's just a lot of it depends on your draft. The carry ban coming out in the first phase, which means that Nightvalor are probably thinking the same thing we're thinking, which is they want to go for a tankier composition. Now, with the Esme ban coming out, that means that it does look like there might be a Paquito on the cards. I mean, not a Paquito, sorry. There might be an Akai on the cards, or even a Fredrin, for that matter. With Nightvalor, they're just playing around with a couple of picks in here, just flashing through the jungle picks. And usually the first pick, it's nice to go for, if you're not 100% certain of what you want to do, it's nice to go for a flex pick. As the timer ticks down, I mean, Guinevere won't be a bad pick if you have to go for it. And they finally decide on picking up the Lilia, well, probably suspecting that with the Esme ban, that they are going to go for maybe a Fredrin in the lineup. And then it's nice to have that little preemptive pick on the Lilia. In response, Vigilante picking up the Veil. So Veil with that extra bit of range and control can deal with the Lilia. I mean, Scabby, do you know whether he can bust the Lilia down before she presses black shoes?
I should be able to, and it was the Kalia that got picked up, not the
Your team has
Veil.
been
Oh, yeah, they just had it on screen and then they swapped it out. So the mage choice is still in there. Oh, that's a nice decision to go for with the Belleric coming through. But that means with the Belleric and Lilia, we might see a god as the next pick for Redab.
Your team is picking.
Simply because of the Kalia, and obviously God can deal with both Lilia and Belleric. Because I mean, she's got, if you can land the stuns, he's going to make sure that her mobility disappears. And Belleric, like all tanks, is very susceptible to God. I mean, that's what he's there to deal with. Worstian picking up the Karina. Now, Karina, I mean, she can have a good time up against YSS, though he does do skill-based damage instead of basic attack
Your
damage.
team is
So it's not like 100% like it's a counter. It's just the fact that she deals, massive amounts of magic damage, which is what Suyu is very, very susceptible to. Um, but Vigilante opting to go for the Kalia pick, which can, work up against the Karina, right? Because, I mean, Kadita is really good at dealing with assassin jungles. And if you
Your
did pick up the
team is
God,
banning.
God is weak to assassin jungles, right? We all know that. He's just really good at dealing with utilities. But overall, I would believe that God might have been a better choice simply because of the synergy that God has with Kalia and the fact that he can counter both the Lilia, force out the black shoes, and Bell. He deals with Belleric really, really well. All you'd need is your team to just give you a certain degree of protection from the Karina, and then you'll be good to go. But we're entering the next phase of banning. Interesting there with the Alice ban. Uh, I suppose just to provide or to get rid of these potential big AoE spells so that it makes contesting for neutral objectives a little bit easier. When we do both teams still having to pick up the XP laners and MMs, it's going to be a real battle of wits here for this next phase in the banning stage. Superhero just deciding now whether it's going to be a marksman or XP ban. It actually depends on what you're going to be picking up next. So if you're going for an MM pick, it's nice to ban out a potential MM that could give you a problem. If you're going to go for a XP lane pick, then might as well ban out the XP laners. Well, in this case, they do try to get rid of the Minsathar to give themselves the best option in terms of team fights. We were looking at them for the next phase, trying to ban out these heroes that have these big, big AoE spells. And so Muncie, the final ban for Renab. Now, onto the last ban for Nightvalor.
Your
And
team is picking.
by the looks of it, they decide to go for a Claude ban. And Claude, I mean, it's been a while since we've seen Claude being picked
Your
up. I mean,
team is picking.
with any degree of consistency, right? And well, Claude, he is weak to heroes like that have these high mobility kinds of compositions. When he is there, but obviously we're not going to really see him in this particular matchup. Superhero going for the Freya as a more or less okay pick on the XP lane. With the Yuzong being banned out, but Sora wouldn't have been too bad of an option to deal with the Freya, at least until you get your level 4. Phoveus would have been amazing against the Freya, but they decided to go for the glue pick, and Norwich on the Clint, who is again once again a marksman that's just got a lot of utilities, just there to as sort of like this mid-tier marksman that's going to be okay with dealing with pretty much anything that comes his way. Now, up against a Clint, you, Granger is actually not a bad option against Clint, even though Granger has dropped off a fair degree. You might even want to go for a Harrod pick, because Harrod would work very, very well into this lineup. The only real problem being Belleric, and as long as you can bait out or avoid the Wrath of Dryads, then you should be good to go. They decide to go for a little bit of range capability with Bruno, just to be able to outrange. I would say it's the best choice into this lineup, but once again, it always comes down to execution. So with the drafts being set, are we going to see Nabjutsu continue with that very, very strong game plan that they have, which, I mean, they pulled off to amazing execution in the first game. Fastest game of the AFL so far, with 9 minutes 11 seconds on the clock. Hushwell picking up the fastest level 15 of the tournament, with 8 minutes 15 seconds to reach level 15 on the YSS. Or will we see Nightvalor? They sort of went into a little bit more comfortable mode, I suppose, with the picks that they went for. And comfort does matter in terms of like how you end up playing, because when you're comfortable on a hero, you are going to be playing it a little bit better. Granted, you do need to have some synergy in the mix, but that's enough about my opinions on what I think is going to happen and how it's going to happen. Let's head into the actual game itself, and let's see who is going to be able to take the victory in the second game between these two squads. Will the Nabjutsu take this 2-0, or will Nightvalor be able to bring us into a draw? Let's find out.
Yeah, next, wait, just give me a second. You can carry on.
All right. So, we have noticed that Nightvalor have been helping the jungle out. This time around, they don't want to go for that different kind of jungle rotation, or the new pathing, shall we say. I think the fear of invade is very, very strong in the minds of Nightvalor. They were like, wait a minute here, these guys just came in hardcore for these invades. We're just going to go and try and get as much of the buffs as we possibly can. So this is what I was talking about when it comes to roam positioning. Your roam generally around these invades needs to stay very close to where that arrow is, so you can come in at just the right time. But look at this from Hushworth once more. He just wants to constantly invade. Does he manage to get the steal? Yes, he does. Has the dashes to get back out the glue with a bit of disruption. Nice taunt coming in, but there's YSS with the stun onto the glue. First blood goes the way of clear, as now they're going to have to try to back off, as there's a possible counter engage going on. Beautiful flicker from Super Hero as he gets himself out of dodge. And Renab, even with all that pressure, the mechanics, the micro skills are paying off. They get both first blood and an objective. Though Hushwell could be in a lot of danger. He stuck around maybe a little bit too long, and he realized, yeah, it might be best if I retreat, get back, and continue farming.
I'm back.
Yeah, pressure being applied once more in the mid lane. Lilia, she's just showing the power of Lilia getting Super Madre down to just about a third of his HP.
Well, I mean, look, Lilia, she's not one of the easiest mages to play with, especially if, well, you're not comfortable with her. But I mean, if you're comfortable with her, oh, bro, Lilia can do so much damage mid-game. Hello, Angelic Fury. As we do see, the Valkyrie of Descent has been committed by Superhero. It is currently onto the front line as Shuyu secures the first turtle of this match, and Freya secures the kill onto Belleric.
Yeah, and the jungle invade is continuing. Hushwell did save the retribution for this potential jungle invade. Now Freya into the backline, just zoning everyone away. She could get caught out a little bit with the glue, but the damage output is not quite there yet for the side of Nightvalor, so they decided to back off.
I mean, look, this could be another quick game onslaught, but I missed it. Did the Renab go for that same red buff, blue buff invade?
They went straight for the blue buff invade, but there's a lovely setup there as Super Ramatre was taken down. Used the Tsunami Slam, but I mean, was still blown up there in the bot lane. Lilia, once she has the black shoes available, she's going to be a lot more aggressive.
Yeah, well, let's see. Well, she does have it right now, so I look. This match seems a little bit more balanced than the previous one. It is only a 1.7k gold lead and only a 2 kill advantage. As a superhero, he might get caught out now. He's slightly overextended. Iron Shadow takes a lot of damage. He does pop the revitalizers. We do see Super Remontary and Vigilante coming into the mix. Wrath of Giants has been committed down. We do see the rough waves coming in from Kadita as well, but Blue secures the kill onto Superhero.
Yeah, nice pick off there. With these two tanky boys on the top lane, it's not the easiest heroes in the world to get the pick off onto. Though once again, you can see this level of aggression from the side of Renab. They're just continuing. There's the Tsunami Slam, the drag back onto carry. Suyu opting not to go in with a follow-up, wants to just continue to get these steals in the jungle. Lilia trying to zone away, but Ashwald, he's just saving the retribution for these steals.
Yeah, I don't know, it's Karina. I just quickly want to check something with her.
Yeah, so Turtle is being started up, but Hushwell doesn't have retribution, at least not for the next 17 seconds. However, the zoning being done is enough for him not to stress too much about it. Now the dive is going in, Wrath of Dryads has been committed, but the Tsunami Slam gets the pick up onto the Belleric. Suyu is into the backline, it's a killing spree for the Suyu, and he gets the skill shot off. Could this be a triple? He's already picked up a Maniac in the previous game, but look at this from the Glue, the grab, keeping him alive. Glue is just super annoying, but though somehow, some way, I don't know how Korea is surviving this. Eventually Korea is taken down. Superhero gets the kill onto Glue. There's the Petrify. Eclipse Moon is next to fall. It's unstoppable for the Suyu. It's already on 5-0 and 3.
Oh, man, it's slightly cooked. Retribution was committed onto Ricky, as we do see Renap is going to secure this tier 1 turret in the mid lane, and there we can see number one Waylander Gaming fan. It's Angelic Fury. As you can see, she's been a member with the Waylander Gaming YouTube membership for 18 months. You know, I'm super jealous. She's going to be the first one, the very first person on the channel that's going to have that very nice helmet on a badge.
Oh. Interesting. So the continuation in here once more as Karina is being taken down really low. Freya goes and continues that pressure, gets the pick off, and Renab, they're just continuing from where they left off in the previous game.
Yeah, well, look, I mean, it is 10-2. That's 8 kills advantage, and it's a 6. Oh, okay, never mind. It's 5.6k gold lead, as we do see the Wrath of Giants has. Rough waves. Wrath of waves. The rough waves being committed from Kadita onto poor old Clint.
Yeah, well, that rough waves was pretty wrathful.
Yes,
I
it
must
was.
admit.
Poor Noochie. But in any case, Renab will start up the third and final turtle of this match. Quite surprised that they don't allow it to turn into the first Lord and, well, just continue with that pressure that they have.
Yeah. Well, I suppose, I mean, so it is 2 minutes. So if you're looking at 2 minutes from now, it'll take you to the 9-minute mark. And with that timing, you do have the options to try and pressurize these tier 2 turrets, maybe get the Holy Shields taken out once more, but there's the Tsunami Slam with the Rough Waves combo as they take down Yin. Freya into the backline, Noich with a lovely second skill just to keep himself alive as Superhero goes in once more. He's not even worried about the Wrath of Dryads, he's just continuing with this level of aggression. Now, Bruno wants to try to push in this minion wave, wants that final Holy Shield, but Belleric doing an excellent job of just keeping that safe for the time being. Options to try and get one more Holy Shield, knowing that there is no Wrath of Dryads, but you got to be careful of the glue. The grab is still a problem, but he's on the top lane. There's a knock-up. Rough Waves being committed once more. With the knock-up from Kalia, it's a killing spree for Vigilante. Now Vigilante finally getting shut down there as Clint, he was really dealing the damage there. That shutdown kill would have helped him quite a bit. Completing the endless battle.
Yeah, and indeed. So I mean, he does have the highest gold of his team, but I mean, even with him having the highest gold, okay, he surpassed Kadita right now, and Kadita was the one to fall. Makes sense. And Wayne Bolliers, yes, I have to agree with you. Equinox versus Purgatory Guild is going to be a cracker of a match, and that is the next matchup, ladies and gentlemen. In any case, we do see the engagement currently onto Crack. We do see the Wrath Drives has been committed. However, Bruno secures the kill onto Karina, and Vigilante coming in with the rough waves. Oh, that's double kill currently for Bruno. Shadow Striker slightly overextended. Oh, but he does get the grab onto Super Armor Tray, but he cancels it out. That's a 2-for-0 exchange going in favor of Nabjutsu.
Yeah, now options to take down the Holy Shields in all three lanes, which they are pressurizing as the Lord has spawned up just like a few seconds ago. So that's 2 Holy Shields taken down, but it's godlike on the Suyu. Gets another pick off. A lovely play from Superhero as he makes sure that that final tier 3 turret shield is out. And this is going to be once again a very early Lord, though there's no way they're going to be beating 90 minutes 11 seconds.
Nope.
Considering they're all
No, it's going to be very, very, very hard to break this new record, bro. Because surprisingly, the 9 minutes and 44 seconds was already a feat to beat. And I mean, 9 minutes 11 seconds is just going to be, well, cooked. But in any case, we do see a lot of damage onto Superhero as Clint picks up the kill onto Freya.
Yeah, now they dive in once more into Super Ian. It's a mega kill for Bruno. Clint trying to get some amount of retribution, but Bruno turns around. Has to be careful though, because the glue is in there. He gets the stun onto 2. But look at Korea. She's just keeping the team completely zoned out and safe. Oh, but look at the play from Glue. He gets the setup. He takes down the Kalia, but it's Harshwell. He's not interested in anything. He's like, I'm going for this win. We're going. Oh my goodness, he's so close to getting this. He turns around, uses the retribution, but doesn't have the dashes. Wrath of Giants has been committed. They finally get the shutdown. It was a nice like push from him though.
That was a nice push from him. Unfortunately, his team wasn't able to distract Nightvalor for that long. I was actually quite surprised that they kept on going for the Kalia. But in any case, a mega kill. That's Clint picking up 4 kills just with that. And will we see a 5th for him?
Well, Clint could be the potential to come back for them, but the rest of Renab are spawning up. They want to try to get in here. They have at least one more wave to deal with this. Superhero into the backline. He's trying to dive onto the Clint, who's forcing him back with using the flicker and the fountain, but it's a monster kill for Bruno. There's one more wave coming through. The Black Shoes has been forced out. Karina trying to get anywhere close to where the Bruno is. Bruno, retribution has been committed on him as a shutdown. Karina gets the kill, but now it's going to be a potential to get the lock onto the base here, as once more Ashworth is trying to get it sorted out. Oh, he gets a pickup, but he's going to get taken down. He's so hard focused on ending the game, but his team is not giving him the space that he needs to be able to lock on. There is still the potential to be able to do this, but I think it might be best if Rita back off, but they're not backing off. They're going in. There's the rough wave. It's a shutdown on Clint, but now the turnaround. Freya almost being taunted back in as Korea comes in just with the save onto the glue with the look at how much of control there is onto the glue, but he in the last second gets the grab off, trying to drag Freya back in, but the knock-up there's Freya with the follow-up. Oh my god, this is like brawl.
Yeah, that is 100%. Oh, Worstian not being able to get the Shadow Assault off onto Superhero, but that will cost the Worstian as Karina gets taken down. Karina pretty much just feeding this match, bro.
Yeah, he's getting well picked off left, right, and center. To be fair, right, when you're an assassin and you get invaded like that, there isn't really much you can do to try to come back. Now the pressure being applied. Wrath of Dryads has been committed. There's enough of a minion wave to come through as Hushwalt now he goes in. He's just forcing everybody back. They get the final few hits, and that's going to be game, set, match. Going away of Arena.
Yeah, GG's well played. Yeah, that should give them an extra few points. That actually puts them in 3rd spot, and that moves Evil Inc. down to 4th spot. Yeah, but just they're ahead of Evil Inc. with 2 points. But in any case, MVP going to Super Armor Tray, a nice chocolate for Worstian, but the MVP going to Shadow. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to have that pause screen up and running whilst we get Equinox and Purgatory Guild into the lobby. Please hit that like, share, and subscribe button.
Good on us. Pressure looks good on us. like it's something to survive. We treat it like fuel every time we arrive. Big stage, bright lights, whole crowd holding their breath. We don't get nervous, we get dangerous instead. Look, pressure made the diamonds, pressure built the scars, pressure made the names, now they're hanging from the stars. Everybody wants the moment till the moment gets loud. Then they freeze in the spotlight while we're feeding off the crowd. One shot, one shot, one chance, one chance, one more reason to advance. Pressure looks good on us, good on us, good on us, good on us. Pressure looks good on us, good on us. Watch us turn it up. Pressure on the shoulders, pressure in the blood. Everybody feels it. We just wear it better. Yeah, heavy expectations, heavy weight to carry. Funny how the strongest ones never look worried. Every round gets tighter, every match gets rough. Everybody says they're ready, till ready ain't enough. Whole bracket under tension, whole room on alert. One mistake changes everything, one mistake can hurt. But we've been here before, that's the difference in the end. Some teams meet pressure, we introduce it to our friends. No panic, no panic, no fear, no fear. This is why we're here. Pressure looks good on us, good on us, good on us, good on us. Pressure looks good on us, good on us. Watch us turn it up. Pressure on the shoulders, pressure in the blood. Everybody feels it. We just wear it better. Pressure, pressure, pressure. Blue lights,
Black sky,
AFL. Feel the city hold its breath. Everybody placing bets. 32 names in the dark, 32 flames waiting for a spark.
heavy boots on concrete floors. Every champion wants more. No words, no need to explain. Everybody knows the game.
Look around,
Feel the pressure in the sound.
blue fire in our veins. No fear, no change.
We came too far to turn around. Now the whole world hears the sound.
Blue fire in our eyes.
Nobody here survives on luck.
32 walk through the door.
Only one leaves with enough. Late nights built this legacy. Every scar became a memory. Every loss became a lesson. Every win became a weapon.
See the banners in the blue. Every dream coming into view. One more step, one more climb.
Everybody wants this night.
Hands high.
Watch the legends come alive.
Blue fire in our veins. No fear, no chains.
We came too far to turn around. Now the whole
32 walk through the door.
Only one leaves with enough.
No kings, no gods, only those who earn their spot. No fate, no chance.
Only those who take a stand.
Blue fire in our veins.
Feel the thunder, feel the rain.
32 came chasing glory.
One will write the final story.
Blue fire in our eyes. Watch the darkness come alive. Tonight we rise.
Blue lights, black sky.
AFL. Pressure looks good on us. Good on us. Good on us. Pressure looks good on us. Watch us turn it up. Yeah. Yeah. Everybody talks about pressure like it's something to survive. We treat it like fuel every time we arrive. Big stage, bright lights, whole crowd holding their breath. We don't get nervous, we get dangerous instead. Look, pressure made the diamonds, pressure built the scars, pressure made the names, now they're hanging from the...
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. As you can see, up next, we've got Equinox versus Purgatory Guild. Big Spender was complaining because we were using his photo too much. But, in any case, so you can see we replaced Big Spender. And I don't know who this man is. So maybe some of his teammates can tell me who it is. But in any case, good luck and have fun to both teams as we are going to jump into the drafting phase.
Well, this is where the thinking caps get put on, you know, in terms of deciding what's going to happen. Merlin, welcome. How are you doing? That's, I don't know, he sounds a bit sleepy.
He does sound very sleepy, bro. I think he feels forced because he joined the lobby and I asked him, are you casting? And he's like, yeah, sure, I'll come. And then he leaves.
No, you know what it is, fun, bro. I didn't get to my house music before starting.
I'm sorry, Merlin. I'm sorry, bro.
It's all good.
So we get the first ban out, which is a 100% respect ban onto the Thermos. We know Purgatory Guild love to pick up the Thermos. And in terms of their typical style of drafting, Zushin is a problem hero for them, and so definitely getting rid of the Zushin is a good way to go. Marcel is just Marcel. But in terms of the matchup here, we have Equinox sitting pretty on top of Group C, which wasn't the easiest group in the world. They're ahead of, right now, it's Renab in second place. Dragon's Crew would be third then, and Evil Inc. in fourth place.
Yes, that's correct. Just after the match that transpired with Renab and Nightvalor.
Yeah, so Equinox sitting pretty on top of Group C, which is a pretty tough group. But we know Purgatory Guild, and they are the giant killers of the tournament. They've picked up some big scalps along the way, and they're going to hope to try to continue this by taking out Equinox. But, you know, being top of Group C, it just goes to show the quality of Equinox.
Oh, leaving open a Kai with banning Jerry feels like a little bit of a mistake there.
Yeah. Well, the God has the ability to deal with a Kai to a certain degree. You might want to throw in an Esme on the XP lane, depending on what you're going to be matched up against. You're going to have to be a little bit careful. A Kai into Belmont. This is going to be visually stimulating as we watch the two spins go. It's like Beyblades.
Gonna be the Masters. Oh, wow, it should have been the Masters of Spencer too, but it's alright. Life happens.
Well, Belleric's pretty solid in terms of most drafts that you can go with currently. He has that potential to set up for some lovely counter engagements, and at the same time, he, like the Akai, is very good at securing neutral objectives.
Yeah, no, I have to agree with you. He's gonna have to be careful around the Belleric though. I feel like Belleric's really strong this season with all the tanks and up close like combat that goes on in the 5-man scene these days.
True, very true. I mean, he also like eliminates attack speed marksman, and if there's a Belleric, right, it's not very easy to pick up the crit build if you're gonna go on the marksman, because like the crit build doesn't do much to him. It actually kills you faster, whereas the Trinity build, like, you know, you got some amount of sustainability.
Yeah, not true. And there's a good chance you could kill him. You just have to have enough sustain on you. It just depends on what kind of build you're going for, what items you decide to pick up. But I like the YZ coming out here from the side of Purgatory. It's going to be very good for them around the objectives.
Yes. I mean, they've got actually three heroes that are excellent at securing objectives. Rikugan with that Valentina pick, though, quite clever. Simply because, you know, Valentina's going to be able to steal Wrath of Dryads, the Mystic Gush as well. Akado, I mean, okay, look, Akado is one of the best XP laners in our server. Excellent player. The question is now, how is he going to fare with the Arlot into the Yuzong? Because Yuzong does counter Arlot.
Yeah, I think it's going to come down to a bit of a skill-based matchup, but presence on the map wise is definitely going to do a lot more than Akado can with these Arlot. But we're gonna see, you know. I'm playing this now, and then this Arlot just shows us flames the whole game.
Yeah, true. But it is Gosu Okado, who we know is, you know, very strong XP laner. They ban out the Basha, which is a pretty solid ban, knowing that there's still jungle picks to come through. Basha would have been a good option into this lineup. And without him here, would you really want to pick up a Fred into this lineup?
No, not at all. I'd be looking at you because he can he can more easily get past like Akai's heavy spin and potentially get the objective. It just depends. Plus, they don't have too much magic.
Yeah, true. Very true. Yeah, and in Quantum Plays, I agree with you. It's probably going to be a tanky Arlot. Maybe you could build hybrids towards the mid game. Maybe if they're lacking damage, but I don't think they will be. All that much. I mean, okay, Valentina's damage output's not like burst, but it's pretty decent. Bruno's damage comes online pretty early, but obviously he's not going to be part of the major objectives. Akai, surprisingly for a tank, has massive amounts of damage. So I think it should be a defensive build on the tank build on the Arlot, and most certainly it's going to be like Dreadnought first. You pick up Dreadnought, maybe complete part of Dom Ice.
Yeah, I mean, look, even the tank build Arlot still does a lot of damage. He can easily take out a Squishy. Full tank, it doesn't matter. It's one of those bastard XP laners that can afford to do such nonsense.
Yeah. With the final pick coming through for the side of PGD being the Lucas. Lucas has been a favorite of a lot of teams in the tournament so far.
Yeah, I get why. You can push a guy in his heavy spin with Lucas's skill 1, and you can get out of the pin with the ult. So I'm guessing that's probably why that's picked up, but I don't like it in Sakufra.
Yeah. But the Kufra pick, right, I suppose is there just to make sure that Arlot's not going to have the worst time in the world. Because Kufra is just Mr. Anti-Dash himself. But with all this, you know, every time we get to the screen, I get a little bit jealous. I think, when is the time that we're going to actually get to play in the tournament lobby ourselves? Just to be able to pick skins too.
Well, I mean, you could always organize a scrum with your squad, you know, and just participate, play one game at night or something.
Yeah, that'd not be a bad idea. Not be a bad idea at all. Now, in terms of the pathing, both the jungles starting off with the same pathing, with Yuzong throwing out that little bit of extra help, which I kind of like with the side laners starting to do these days, because it gives your jungle just that little bit of extra clear. I mean, if you take a look at it right now, Lucas already onto his blue buff, which is like a full 3-4 seconds ahead of the Akai.
Yeah, plus the guy's gear speed is a little bit slower than it used to be, so I would expect Lucas to probably finish rotation first. Which begs the question, like, could they have invaded, actually?
Yeah. It is possible. I mean, they could go for the play across, but they don't have the vision just yet to know that there is an option to go in with the invade. Like, Akai's still clearing out one side of his jungle, whereas Lucas is firmly in the lead. Yuzong already getting a pick-off onto the Arlot. Well, I mean, we knew that Yuzong was going to have a better time on the XP lane, but he is being taunted back, the drag back in there as Ocado with the support of his teammates. And this is the thing, this is why it is 5-man. The support of the teammates making it a lot easier, but with that play coming through on the bot lane, PGD not taking advantage of the fact that the jungle was then left open to go in for the invade.
I mean, it looks like they're trying now, and they might get it. Let's see if they manage to burst on the Sakai. I mean, it's really hard to burst on Akai this early into the game. He does manage to escape with a low HP. I think the creep was stolen. Yes, it was.
Yeah, nice steal from PGD. They're getting themselves into a very, very solid start at the early part of this game. Force the Akai back. He should be able to get in here to contest for this. Does have the heavy spin, but he needs his team to be able to delay just a little bit. The zoning, very much on point by Big Spender, is just keeps Equinox back. And with that, PGD, very solid start to this game.
Yeah, 100%. I think they're gonna have to be actually really wary of this Arlot, because like now that I'm looking at the lineup, there's actually a lot of CC. Like this Arlot could literally have infinite dashes in a team fight if they're not careful. It's gonna come down to this Galeric to try and taunt everyone and give space.
Yeah, but look at this once more from the Yuzong. He's just using or taking full advantage of the fact that he counters the Arlot in lane, and Arlot actually went for the damage build, which is why he's struggling a little bit in that 1v1 setup.
Yeah, you should have gone for the tank. I mean, some people do like to start War Axe first and then go full tank, but I don't recommend it. We see that Lucas is in onto the engagement here, and that is a 2-for-nothing exchange here.
Yeah. Well, Akai did get a pick off there, but he committed retribution to do so. Yuzong almost escaping, but he's not going to have the Black Dragon form available. And this game is still going to be a bit balanced. It is still a bit balanced, but PGD would feel the happier of the two, having gotten themselves at least a 1.5k gold lead. Arlot misses the final slash. He did try to go in onto Bing Chilling on that board, but so far PGD are looking very nice. Oh, the dash back and the flicker, escaping Tyrant's right there. Jumi was like swiping air at that moment in time. That was maybe a little bit of Air Jordan movements as the next turtle starting up.
I think you just tried to catch Natalia there for a moment.
Yeah, well, we have seen some Natalias recently, surprisingly. Now, Al, he is in deep. He's trying to get the spot out. Al, we know he's one of the best players of tank jungles, but he goes in with a heavy spin, but it's used to disengage. He knows his team doesn't have that damage in the early part of the game. It was one of the few things that they were lacking in terms of their draft.
Yeah. I think, but now that they've baited out the heavy spin, it's probably going to be really easy to contest. As we do see Lucas is here into the back line. The Mystic Gush has been committed. Lucas does get taken down due to tower damage. That will make it a 2-for-1 exchange here.
Yeah, the Mystic Gush from Bing Chilling, very good placement there. Although they did lose the jungle, which means a delay in terms of taking the turtle, but even still, they eat up so much of gold from this mid lane turret.
Yeah, I mean, very worth it, honestly. They're making sure to take the advantage when they see it, so that's really good plays coming up on the side of PGD.
Yeah, now, it looks like they want to go for a play here onto Toxic Nemesis, who sensed that he was going to be in a bit of danger, uses the second skill to get back to safety, but there's the heavy spin. They trap him and trying to push him out from underneath the turret, and he's going to get caught out. You know, sometimes spell choices, right? It's like a bit of a tough situation for spell choices, because Flicker obviously allows Clint to reposition much better and make both aggressive and passive plays. But without that Purify, I mean, you could see what the problem is there. So like, if you think about it, right, what would you really want to go for? Purify or Flicker if you were the Clint?
I think Purify would probably give you a little, because Clint does have a dash, as we do see that the wave of the beast that's being committed here, just doing a lot of poke damage, but they did manage to get 2 towers in exchange for 1. It's not bad at all. But yeah, I'd rather go for the Purify, because you get to walk past a Kai, and you can reposition with your second skill after that.
Yeah, and that little movement speed boost you get when you use Purify, you know, definitely would help Clint out of a sticky situation. Personally, I would also agree with you. Purify might have been better, because when it comes to being an MM, granted, Flicker can give you the potential to be aggressive, right? Like we were saying, aggressive and passive. You can use it defensively. You can use it to reposition yourself to be able to you know, really go for it in terms of aggressive plays. But as an MM, it's always safety first.
Yeah. You always gotta know. You always gotta be safe, because I mean, you're the main point of damage in the late game, so it's very like important, you know, especially for Clint. Like Clint has a lot of burst.
Very, very true. Now Arlott goes in with the final slash combination, taking down the Clint. Quantum saying that he would have preferred the Flicker. You know, like I said, it's a bit of a 50-50-ish choice here. Like personally, I would have said in this matchup, I wouldn't have minded going for the Purify, just to deal with the Akai and potentially the Arlott as well. But you know, it all depends on you as a player. Now the heavy spin being committed, the drag back onto Peleric underneath the turret, stolen Mystic Gush is in there. Peleric uses the Wrath of Dryas, but he's gonna get taken down. However, Yuzog just continues with the setup, and it's Gosu Kado on that Arlott just to melt it down.
Yeah. I mean, it is unfortunate that Clint got caught up in the top lane here. You know, when you lose your tower as a gold lane, I feel like you should just let it go and then like try and push it later with your team, because now you're exposed.
Yeah. There's no real reason to really overextend for that. Now the gold lead staying pretty even throughout the course of this game, but the map control is firmly on the side of PurgatoryGuildDn. I mean, there's a reason why we've been calling them the Giant Killers.
Yeah. 100%. It looks like there's a small engagement here onto the YZ, but I think it's just about a setup. The camp is looking nasty though.
It is. So we're heading into you know, the end of mid game, or the latter part of mid game, and this is where like macro really comes into play. You can tell a lot of how a game goes based on a team's ability to deal with the macro plays. It's about correct decision making, who's going to be where, how you're going to get your splits going. Like for instance, with PGD, you don't generally want your marksman and jungler on the same side of the map, because it can cause some problems in terms of the fact that they're sharing farm, so you're not going to get the maximum amount of power spikes that's available. Also at this moment in time, you do have the options to go in for a more aggressive play into the jungle, as there's an engagement between Arlos and Lucas. Both are taken down. But look at this from Renzino. He's into the backline once more, zoning everyone away. Al being the one taken down on that Akai. And so this gives even more positional advantage to the side of PurgatoryGuildDn as we're heading into the below 30-second timer for the First Lord.
Yeah. And I mean, the waves are looking nice. They're pushing quite deep. If they just don't clear it and just let it ride, they can like get a nice setup here with the Lord.
They can. Because yeah, this is legitimately the time where you need to get your push. Yuzong the one dealing with the push in the bot lane. Now he did commit the Black Dragon form earlier on. It's only going to be available maybe if this Lord fight gets extended. But for now, he's using the mobility as best he can to try to get the zone away, because you need to prevent Al from coming in. This heavy spin is the problem. The Lord is quite low. He's going in with a heavy spin, but Lucas securing that just in time. So the timing there, the zoning from PGD, very much the way you'd expect it to be. Wrath of Dryads has been converted as usual. He's trying to survive through autos, but he gets the passive off at just the right time. There's the Mystic Gush, but Arlott gets a shutdown kill. It's a 2-for-1 trade-off, and so even though they got the Lord, I don't think it's going to be as effective as they hoped it would be. Maybe potentially get 1 or 2 tier 2 turrets. But, you know, no way to get to the tier 3s.
Yeah. I think it was a little bit Wisey's mistake there in the bot lane, full pushing the wave. You could have just let it go, because then someone would have had to come to clear it. And it would have given him more space to zone.
Yeah. But also not having the Black Dragon form was a problem as well. I mean, granted, there was an engagement in there, but that just meant they needed to show a certain degree of patience. But even with that being said, right, the cards are still in favor of PurgatoryGuildDn. It was small mistakes, but, you know, small mistakes do count. However, they are in a proper position. Wrath of Dryads being used to drag back that Arlott. It's unstoppable on Big Chilling. Now the Black Dragon form diving into the backline as they try to engage onto the Valentina Petrify. Combination coming through. Valentina is so low. Rikukan almost escaping. Does manage to escape the same way as Jumi, but this should be a tier 2 turret secured. But Zeno, he is quite low. Fortunately, Big Spender is there to provide a certain degree of protection, and PGD can get out safely.
I'm actually surprised how hard Equinox is having, like how hard of a time Equinox is having to like just pierce through to actually get to the objective. The zoning that's coming out here from PGD is a little bit insane on life.
Yeah, agreed. They're setting themselves up for, and I mean, a very disciplined performance. If you look at how they're moving, they're switching between going for a 4-1 split into a 3-2 split, and they're timing this really well, which is what you expect from teams. This is the macro play that comes around into this mid to late part of the game. Now we are beyond the 12-minute mark. The next Lord will be up and available in under a minute's time. And once more, with this map control, PGD have all the cards in their hand. The question is now, what are Equinox going to try to do to be able to pull this one back?
Bruno.
I think they should try and like push that top wave completely into Purgatory's side, and then try and contest. I do think they have the ability to contest because they do have Kufra and Akai. They just gotta find the angle.
Agreed. It's just about finding that angle. You need to create the space for Akai. He can't be the one frontlining. He needs to be able to use that heavy spin to get the lockout. But this time around, he timed this just right. He picks off the right target. But God. I mean, God is just so strong right now with the dives into the backline. PGD punishing this engagement from the side of Equinox. I mean, that was a solid engagement. Akai picking onto the right target, getting the Lucas out, but the Wrath of Dryads counter from the Belleric was so beautiful. It just set up for God. This pairing between Bing Chilling and Big Spender, that's a solid mid lane duo.
Yeah, 100%. They've been playing like really well. They've been what? The synergy is on point. Why can't I get my word right? That's pretty nice.
Well, I was also a bit sleepy today, and then suddenly, the AFL matches started, and then I'm not sleepy anymore.
Yeah, but it's looking really good though. Today, like the matches so far from what I've seen, it's looking really insane.
It is. This game is in oh my goodness, this is going to be an interesting engagement here. Wrath of Dryads has come out once more. The Mystic Gush is in there. They take out Ghost Ricardo. The Turtle, I mean, the Lord is quite low, but Unleash the Beast is hurting so much. The heavy spin has been committed, but Kai is being forced back. But however, Bruno, he is online. He can dish out damage. He gets a 1 pick-off in return, but that's going to be, 2-1 in favor of PurgatoryGuildDn plus the Lord. They just need to make sure that their wave equilibrium is right. They've been disciplined all along. You've got to maintain this level of discipline.
I think Valentina needs to steal the Black Dragon form just so she can get to God. I think that's their main issue right now, that they don't have like a crazy backline diver they can get to the God.
Yeah, true. But speaking of the God, he just pushed in the mid lane, and then that disrupted the potential wave equilibrium. You can see top and bottom lane are making their movements across, but those lords are going to be stopped, prevented from getting in here because you don't have all three waves synced up. These are the moments where you can be in a strong position, but there can be a potential turnaround because the longer this game goes on, the more this Bruno is going to come online.
Yeah, you do not want to see a full strength Bruno. That thing is disgusting.
Yeah, that's true. But he went for the he went for the crit build on the Bruno. I mean, look, it's a Belleric. It's personally, I always say, you got to go for the Trinity build.
Yeah, but I think the crit build just works generally better for Bruno because of his passive. So you gotta either sacrifice damage,
But the thing is, right, if Belleric does what Belleric has been doing the entire game, which is getting into that front line and then zoning, I mean, Bruno's going to kill himself.
Yeah, that is true.
Pass clause can help, but how much does it help?
Not much, considering that Belleric probably has dominance.
Yeah. Dom, and he's picked up blade armor as well. So he's got Dom, he's got blade armor. What else? He's got antique.
He's just missing chastise, and then you basically Bruno will kill himself.
Yeah. I mean, chastise should be next.
Alright, that's Bride and Bing Chilling that's currently having lag issues.
Okay. So we've just got a little bit of a lag a problem with PGD. Maybe that could have affected their strategy for dealing with the Lord, though I would say it was that mid lane clear that actually contributed towards the Lord being ineffective. And as things stand, right, the PGD are in a strong position to win this. If they can be disciplined for the next 2 minutes once again, and in this case, we say the word discipline. Discipline means different things at different times in the game. At this moment in time in the game, it's more about freezing the waves. You don't really want to allow the side of Equinox to get any more farm. They have a 2k gold lead. You need to maintain that.
You also just don't want to, it just benefits you more, if you have a huge minion wave stack up on all your lanes when you decide to take the Lord. It makes your pushes a lot more ferocious. So it's always good to freeze.
Exactly. And at the same time now, we can, with the lane freeze, it will force the side of Equinox to be forced to overextend.
Yeah, that's also true. You might catch a young pick-off on a Bruno that thought it might be a good idea to go clear the lane by himself.
Yeah, true. Can't happen. Yeah. Oh. But Equinox, I mean, with the skills that they have, the heavy spin is a skill that you cannot count out in any given moment. It's going to come down to positioning right now, and I do believe what you were saying. If Valentina can get the Black Dragon form, they have to have some sort of way to get in onto the god. Maybe if Kufra holds on with his engagement and uses the flicker combo, just to disrupt god.
That could also work, because a guy keeps having to wait his heavy spin before the time. He needs to get into position of the Lord, and then as soon as it gets a bit low, he needs to pin the jungler, push everybody back, and just feel it, just get the retry off.
Yes,
but it's so hard because no one can get to this god, and he keeps getting melted, so he ends up having to spin his way out.
Yeah. It's going to be that in-game decision making, to be able to pull this back. But I mean, I'm looking at the chat, right? There's a lot of support in the live chat going the way of PGD, but the poll seems to say the opposite.
Some traders, some turncoats in the chat then, huh?
Now, I'm hoping PGD get themselves sorted out here, because we're down to that final minute of the pause screen.
Oh, I hope so. Because that would be very sad for them to, lose due to a lag out.
Yeah, it's really bad for that to happen. I mean,
Yeah.
it's 40 seconds left. I'm hoping they got themselves fixed, because oh my word, that would be heartbreaking, given the
Yeah, like,
performance they've shown so far.
exactly. Like if you're losing and you have a lag out, it just adds more salt to the wound. But if you're winning, it's like, oh man, diabolical.
Yeah, it's a fresh cut. It's just, oh my goodness. But I will say this much, right? Win or lose for PGD, uh, in the course of this tournament, they can hold their heads up high. They have been very, very strong, like in terms of especially for the fact that they're a new team competing in tournaments. So I know they can be very proud of the performance that they have put in. And I know I expect big things from them in the future.
Yeah, I mean, it's only up from here. That like this is just every year every team gets better. It's gonna be exciting to see by the end of the year how they're looking. Might be saying they one of the top 5 teams in the server.
Yeah, very, very soon. I mean, over the course of the tournament, we have seen these performances from a lot of players and teams, right? But mainly from individual players showcasing what they can do. It just goes to show that what needs to change is a little bit of macro knowledge, a lot of draft knowledge. I'm not going to lie. Some of the drafts have been very, very questionable. Oh, but look at this. From Equinox, they get the pick up, but once more big chilling with... I mean, this guy has not been chilling. He's anything but chilling in this game on the quad.
100%. I mean, 80 stacks Sky Pierce and 901. Like, there's not much that they can do during the team fights with Gordon into the mix. You're just gonna mouth everybody.
Yeah, too difficult to deal with right now. Oh my goodness. His positioning on the god has been next level.
I have to agree with you there. Man has not been caught out a single time. I don't even think I've seen the guy purify yet.
Yeah, exactly. I haven't actually seen him purify. But now Big Spender, he could be caught out. He's gone in quite deep, but he uses the taunt. The Akai is underneath the turret. All of this action happening with just, 15 seconds to go? No, 10 seconds to go for the next Lord. However, Pride on the Lucas, he needs to use his beast form and a hightail it. He throws Unleash the Beast just to give himself a little bit of vision because, he was in deep.
That's the problem when you push the deep, but I think sending the Lucas out is the right choice there because you just saw, you managed to get out quite comfortably.
Yeah. I'm just looking at Killer Pluto's comment in the stream. I don't know if he thinks we're watching Care Bears. The power of friendship. God, who's going to win this retribution battle? It's Valentino and the steal on the Lord. However, Lucas, he's trying to get into the backline onto those Bruno. But Bruno with a turnaround. Oh my goodness. It's a 2-for-1 trade. The kill's going in favor of PCD. But it's Equinox with the Lord steal and the potential to keep this game going a little bit. And Killer, I'm just teasing you, Care Bears. No, I'm teasing. It's it was a very Care Bear-like comment, though, I must say.
That was an insanely clutch steal. That was really impressive. I think Valentino was the one that actually managed to steal that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Valentino. She came in extremely clutch with that steal. Now, the Lord making its way through, right? There is the option to defend this fairly well, right? Because you only had 3 members alive for the side of Equinox. It's difficult to take full advantage of the Lord. But I mean, the longer this game goes on, look at this pin. Beautiful pin. And Dark Knight on Bruno. I mean, he's like, or rather, should I say, he's not like Brazil in the World Cup. He's still going.
Oh man, you just had to Scott to Brazil, huh?
Well, I would like to say Argentina, but with FIFA backing them, Argentina can never lose.
100% true.
Fortunately, no FIFA executives will be listening to this stream.
Yeah. But I know, look, they managed to make a very good defense, although because most of their tier 2 turrets was up and they didn't have the members to sneak the waves and put pressure onto each side of the map, unfortunately. But they do manage to take down 2 tier 2 turrets here.
Now the game has swung a little bit. look, I know that PGD wanna get like a lane push, which is a good decision to make macro-wise. But sometimes lane pushing is not just about pushing the lane; it's knowing when to. It's just about the opportune moment. Like we were talking about the fact that discipline at this stage in the game means freezing the waves, and then pushing it at just like around this timing, or maybe 10 seconds earlier. Because when you get the push done at that moment in time, you give yourself the space to be able to drag people across the map. Because this is at that stage where, like, let's just say you get a push here, like on the bot lane, like the side of Equinox has. You see, it forces people to go into to actually defend this, and then with the numbers advantage, you can then poke somebody down low, and then it gives you the advantage in these fights. Now, heavy spin coming out from the Akai as he's just spinning around just to try to make sure that he can secure the objective. Can he do this? Yes, Akai does, but the Mystic Gush once more on point. It's legendary for this God, and the chase is on. They take down 3. Are they going to be able to take down 4? If they continue with this, where is Lucas? Lucas needs to join the fight, because if they can take down another, it's going to be 5. There's only L left to defend. If they just need that minion wave. Oh my goodness, Lucas. That's just a unfortunate lag out at that moment in time, because right now, even with this one wave, they actually can end this. There's 2 wagons in here. Okay, make that. Yeah, it's still 2 wagons. Somebody needs to tank the damage.
Yeah,
Can't let they let the wagon tank the damage, but there's the Black Dragon form. As the heavy spin has been committed, he's just Akai just doing his best, forcing everybody away. It's gonna be Akai taken down. Do they have the minions? Can they get through? It's 15 seconds. It's 1 wagon. It's 5. 4 people. They can do this. They can get the lock on PGD with the win.
Insane. Insane. I'm glad they had the foresight to tank for the wagon there. That was insane.
Yeah. 100% God deserves this MVP. 100%.
Well, GG's well played to both teams. MVP going to the Bruno, and to Bing chilling goes to Akadu taking a big fat chocolate. Anyway, guys, ladies and gentlemen, let's get everything sorted out as we're going to jump into this second match in this best of 2 series.
That was a very exciting match. I'm curious to see how the next one's gonna go.
They see me rolling and hate it. Oh.
Oh, no, we're probably gonna see an Akai ban this time, probably most likely, unless PGD decides to pick it up himself. Now looks like Pride lag. Yeah, Pride lag does look like.
Yeah, it's just a little bit on the unfortunate side, man.
Yeah. Well, hopefully he comes back, or they can get a sub in here. I mean, you don't really want to sub out your jungler. In this like point in the tournament, you know. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
Oh, sorry about that.
New strengths?
We got the music playing.
No, I'm going to put it on right now.
Not to the noise. To what's underneath it. Every empire starts in silence.
Watch. Everybody wants the crown when the cameras roll. Nobody digs where the roots take hold. You only see the skyline touching heaven. You don't see the hands that laid every stone. Built in the dark where the doubt runs deep. Trading comfort just to lose more sleep. Every closed door became another lesson. Every dead end became another weapon. Tell me,
When did safe
ever build anything worth remembering?
pressure has a language? Pain has a purpose.
The fire never asked permission. It simply learned to burn.
I watch the shadows turn into light.
Into light.
Watched every setback sharpen the knife.
Every scar.
Every scar.
Every scar became another page. Every loss became another name.
Brick by brick, breath by breath.
We became.
Everything they never expected.
Now they're measuring every move we make. Trying to copy every risk we take. Funny how the silence starts to scream. The moment your impossible becomes reality.
Seems
No
like it might be
blood, no
found another
rescue,
team that can
no
get
miracle.
in that final.
Just another sunrise, another chance.
To become hard
I'm hoping England
to
beats Argentina.
kill. Can you feel it?
Not yet.
It's
They
already
look good. They
here.
good.
Then let them watch.
Not because
The
of
hand that refuses to let go.
Heavy is the
Still beating, still rising. You don't wait for the moment.
you become.
got like a
The
pretty solid squad.
moment.
It's just I want to see England in the final. After
Yeah.
like forever.
I watch the darkness.
Norway already got taken out, man.
What's that?
Listen,
No way. Are they spoken?
not to the noise. To what's underneath it.
Because I've been loving
Every
Haaland for 4
empire
months this year.
Starts.
He's been on fire.
silence.
You think he's gonna go to Madrid?
Watch.
I hope so. We just excited. Yeah. It's been really nice.
Everybody wants the crown when the cameras roll. Nobody digs where the roots take hold. You only see the skyline touching heaven. You don't see the hands that laid every stone. Built in the dark where the doubt runs deep. Trading comfort just to lose more sleep. Every closed door became another lesson. Every dead end became another weapon. Tell me,
When did safe
ever build anything worth remembering?
pressure has a language? Pain has a purpose.
The fire never asked permission
It's simply love.
to burn.
Big teams.
All
always
right,
need more
ladies
money.
and gentlemen, we are back, and it seems unfortunately Pride has not or is not going to make it back. So let's jump into the drafting phase. So good luck and have fun to both sides.
Yeah, let's see what Jung Se-young can do. I'm guessing he's probably going to be the challenger.
Yeah, there's also a swap out for the side of Equinox as well. They brought Omiyari in
No.
for Dark Knight.
Samoyari is also really good.
Very, very solid player. But a lot of what happened there was in terms of the draft, like we've been talking about how when we get into the round of 32, draft is so massively important. Like understanding picks, counter picks, and synergy. Because it's not just about counter picking a hero. That's too simplistic. You got to counter pick with a pick that counters plus synergizes with what you have.
Yeah, you can't just counter pick for the sake of counter picking and your team fight is terrible. Or your
Exactly.
pick off is terrible, whichever kind of lineup you're going for.
Yeah, because the games get won or lost in draft, and when your XP laner is like hard counted, like Arlott is hard counted by the Yuzong, it means Yuzong's always going to be rotating first. That means you're always going to have the numbers advantage around objectives, and you could see how well that played into the favor of PGD. I actually believe that the build there needed to have changed, needed to be the defensive one, because sometimes you got to go for it. You got to play a little bit on the cautious side. I mean, when you look at the pro players and their builds, most of the time they build defense on almost everything.
Yeah, pretty much. Most of their build is quite defensive. But I think maybe they should have just like left the all-out out
Your team
after
is
seeing the
banning.
board and maybe taken Gato XP, which could have been
Wait,
very nice.
isn't it's wait, my stuff is wrong. We need to
Your team is
restart
picking.
this. This my bad.
Boom.
PGD should
Wrong
have
pick,
first
yeah.
pick, yeah.
Yeah, okay, I see. Alright, that happens.
Yeah. Well, you know, Scarpy having to do 10,000 different things. Sometimes I think he's a spider. You know, he's got like fingers everywhere, clicking on all the
Why not
buttons.
even like 5 extra fingers and 5 extra toes clicking away there?
Yeah. He's trying not to laugh.
I'm just
You go-
apologizing to the team.
you can always claim that what we've been saying is that we're calling you Spider-Man. Huh?
Yeah. You know, just the really weird version.
Yeah. Now, who do we have in the lobby up here?
That is the sub, the you song guy.
I almost got kicked. I was like, oh, who's this? What are you doing in the spectators lobby? Or in the referees box? All right, so we've got everybody ready and set. It's time to head into the redraft. Apologies for that. It's just a little bit of a technical glitch, and we're getting into the drafting phase right now.
Your team is banning.
So yeah, we were talking about overall in terms of the draft, like how important this actually is. You'd actually notice, right? Speaking for ourselves, we now spend a lot more time studying and learning about drafts because, in terms of like being a caster, you really do need to have proper knowledge of drafting.
Yeah. Others you can't really say too much. Other people are drafting. Oh, other game is happening.
Your team is banning.
True. Like for instance, the Zushin ban coming through from the side of PGD. Like you'll notice, and there is patterns in terms of how certain teams draft. Like for instance, we always know that PGD love to go for the Zushin ban because their play style is built around going for like a set tank. They love the Belleric, they love the Atlas plays. And then they have usually a fighter in the jungle, and Zushin is so good at dealing with all of this. So even though Zushin is like, even when you heard Coach Quinn, so for those of you who don't know, you can on Waylander Gaming, the website .co.za, you can access the find a coach option. So it's a lot of South African coaches, some Filipino coaches as well, available for you to actually utilize, right? Granted, there is a cost that goes with it, but that's, you know, between you and the coaches. It's got nothing to do with us. In terms of discussing the prices, you can negotiate with them, and they'll help you with all of these parts, like understanding drafting and why you're doing it. So the Coach Quinn says like Zushin's no longer first pick worthy, and you know we do agree with him. But when you know, and especially if you first pick and you have a composition in mind as to how you want to play and what you want to do, then it's best to be removing the heroes that are going to cause you problems. Like for instance, Moskov. We have seen Omoyari on this Moskov. In my opinion, he's the best Moskov that I've seen across the entire AFL.
Yeah, Moskov is nasty. It was a really nice sub in here for the side of Equinox, but they're immediately taking out the big guns.
Yeah. And with that God ban, that's 100% PTSD from the previous game.
PJSD,
I mean,
say.
the reason why it's the best mage right now that you can pick up. Like, you can pretty much play God into almost anything, and he'll do well.
Yeah. He is countered though by Eve. So whenever you see a God pick, you know, usually see an Eve or maybe even a Zetian to follow up. But I think Eve does a better job at countering.
Is banning.
I agree with you there 100%, because, like, she has the distance on him, plus she can do so much damage. She can burst him if he's not careful. He has to position, like, really, really well.
Yeah, exactly. And, you know,
Your
Eve,
team is picking.
even though she's susceptible to those backline dive heroes, you can obviously draft to deal with it. And PGD, they force out the Paquito ban and then decide to go in straight with Akai, which right now is a bit of a flex pick.
Yeah. And it's a really good first pick considering like all the options that is available. It also stops Equinox from picking up like an Atlas or any kind of really like sit thing. They gotta now really think about what they want to do.
Yeah. Because, I mean, what can you do to really counter an Akai? There's not much by way of what you can do. There's some hero picks that you can go with. Like, I actually believe Belleric's not a bad option into Akai. Simply to stop everybody from following up with the heavy spin.
I actually had the experience. I think Veloric is a very nice thing into Akai because you know what happened to me? I was at the Lord, I heavy spin. Veloric taunted me twice, pulled me so far away from the Lord because I was busy heavy spinning, so I would push him. And then my heavy spin would just face him because it's so fast and I'd be so far away and I lost that Lord.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, anything that can be used as a counter initiation can deal with him. Like even Barats for that matter.
Yeah, really good.
Yeah, like his ultimate counter, granted, is Diggy, right? But I mean, are you really going to pick up a Diggy?
No.
He is like the heroes that really counter him. Like, okay, Nana can be used, right? Because her second skill does cancel off his heavy spin. But I mean, when you pick up a Nana, it's a little bit like iffy because she doesn't bring in the rest of the skills you need as a mage into the mix, right? The other counters are like Kaja, Valentina, because you can heavy spin his heavy spin, which is always fun to watch, and like Barats, who is decent, but again, he's not like a top tier jungler to use. So I think the best way to try to deal with an Akai is to counter him with spells and items.
Yeah, 100%. Like pick up your purifiers or your flickers. But I prefer purifying to Akai because like you can flicker, but he's gonna catch you. He's really fast while he's in that heavy spin.
Yeah, and he can still dash.
Yeah.
That's the thing. So right now you've got Benzino on this Bernadetta, and whenever you have an assassin XP laner, right? Granted, it gives you amazing backline dive potential, but that means that it should be a tank jungle. And I mean, when you think about it, right? The fact that they picked up carry as well means that this draft's definitely heading towards the tank jungle.
100%. I do like that Equinox picked up the Skimmy. Yeah, she actually works really well against the card because she can reposition quite nicely. And the damage. She does a lot of damage to tanky hero.
Yeah. Maybe just picking up the Purify would be just that little extra cherry on top. Because it can also help you with the Bernadetta as well.
100%. And like Kimmy has a very nice second skill. Like you get to jump straight up into the air and dodge everything. Plus you're doing damage while you're doing all of that. So you don't really need the flicker,
Exactly. And I mean the flicker can help with like big backline dive, which Bernadetta does have. But the Purify is I think a little bit better because Benny is going to go in with the Petri combo. So you can, I mean, she's got mobility to be able to walk out of the eclectic blades. So if you purify and move, then you're going to be fine. But this time he's going for something very tanky with the Terizla. Now, Terizla is super hard to deal with in lane, though, like he's not the most mobile.
Yeah, 100%. Also, smart ban coming out here, taking out the Atlas. I know people think Atlas and the car, you can't use them together, but they actually work pretty well together because you just got to pin the main problem and Atlas set to run out. And usually the main problem is the roam, the marksman, sometimes the jungler, just depending on what kind of jungler it is. And then, your Atlas just goes free into the backline and sets everybody out.
Yeah. True. Because Atlas is I don't know. Would you say he's the best roamer right now? Top 3?
I would say it's the best. Like, I would put him at top 1. I would put Kufra at number 2. And probably Grok 3, Belleric 4. That would be my top.
Yeah. And you definitely throw Hilda in there as well. Into assassin jungles especially.
Yeah. And Khalid.
Yeah, Hilda and Khalid. You can rank them sort of even, because both of them have very, very similar skill sets.
Yeah, 100%. I do like Khalid more because of his ult. It's a nice quick stun that you can do fast, the sand prayer. But Hilda's damage is nothing that needs that.
Yeah. I'm actually quite surprised that PGT banned out the Hanabi instead of the Claude. Because, Claude does counter carry.
Yeah, but I think right now, because of the nerf that he got to his early game, I think Carry wins the early game exchange between the two of them.
Yeah, well, she wins it against most heroes, but the longer this game goes on, plus his skill set's there to sort of bait out what carry can do, because carry's real damage output comes in at level 4, and also it's like
Your team is
her ability to zone or put pressure or poke out in lane is based on her using that second skill, first skill combo. So, you dash in and throw your first skill. But with Claude, right, that's not going to matter because the moment you go in with your second skill, first skill, he's just going to second skill out from there, reposition and then turn around with the damage.
That's so true. But that's going to come down to those many micro plays. And if who can catch you out then?
Yeah, exactly. You'd have we're in this stage of the competition. There's a lot of players still in here with a lot of good micro skills. These two teams, what a performance, what a show they put on for us for the first game. The second game is going to be very interesting.
Yeah, and smart choice you have coming out from the Claude, picking up the Purify, because the guy is into the mix. He can pull out the Blazing Duets with his knockup.
Yeah. That's true. That is true. Now, what do you make of the Roger pick coming through on the jungle?
I've been playing a little bit of Roger jungle lately. His damage once he scales is actually quite astounding. I'm not gonna lie. He is susceptible to invade, which is what I'm guessing probably PGD might try and go for. Since it's a Roger, he doesn't have too much early game damage. Is my problem with him. But he's not too bad. He's a situational pick.
Yeah. At the same time, right, it's he is a little bit mana dependent in the early part of the game. And look at this engagement onto Roger. He's gonna get caught with the Petrify, but somehow he manages to turn around and gets back to safety. That's first blood coming through. Akado does manage to get a pick-off in response, and this should be Big Spender as well. He's trying to pray for some health, but in this case, God said no.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure it was a successful invade because Roger's still level 1. So it's not too bad of an exchange, slowing down the jungler by that much.
Yes. Because, Roger is a scaler. Once he gets his build going, right, he really is a monster. He is kind of scary. Though, what's that?
No, I was just saying it's the new Berserkers that's now making him a little bit more viable than he used to be.
Yes. It is the new Berserkers, right? But at the same time, his kit is really good at dealing with quite a lot of things. Because in human form, he can deal with tanks. In his wolf form, he can deal with the squishies. So he has a nice kit to him in terms of what he can do. But he does need the space to start snowballing. Meanwhile, there is a bit of pressure being placed onto Toxic Nemesis. Cho being forced to flicker out of Big Chilling's freeze there. Big Chilling is the one they really need to be focusing on because we've seen this mage has been extremely impressive, especially positional wise.
Yeah, no, I'd be focusing everything into the mid lane right now, just to try and get this Big Chilling a bit off his game,
Yeah, agreed. As we're setting up for the first turtle of the game, a lot of poke damage here onto Ejumi. He doesn't have Way of the Dragon just yet. He is a Roma after all. With Rikugan trying to dish out something there in terms of, lovely play from Cho. He gets the knock-up, but that's going to be a quick 2 kills with Claude and that Blazing Duets rotation. He gets the kill into the backline, or at least the passive proc to the backline, and Al quick repositioning. However, Zero trying to get the steal, but he's going to get controlled up. Second skill comes through way off the dragon. Says, yeah. There's the finisher. It's almost like a Mortal Kombat finisher, way off the dragon.
It really is. And unfortunately, Benedetto's second skill timing was slightly off. Otherwise, he would have been able to make it out there.
Yeah, true. Very, very true. I mean, that second skill is such an amazing one. Because what skill in the game? Like, I'm sure there might be something else. But what skill in the game immunes you from all damage?
And stuns you. If you land it while someone's trying to do something to you, they get stunned. It's actually quite a nice, like, getaway tool that Benedetta has.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I promise you, I actually can't think of anything else that immunes damage like that. But Bernadetta, let's be honest, right? This is a kind of a high-skill hero. But Terizla, he gets caught up by the eclectic blades, but the passive from goes to Ocado procs at just the right time. This is the thing with Terizla. He's really good into assassin XP laners.
Yeah, 100%. Like, Benedetta should not even be trying to fight him. All she has to do is cut the waves the whole time. Like, that is her specialty. You can't stop it. She's too fast, and even if you do, what you're gonna accomplish is just gonna get out.
Yeah, agreed. Now the engagement here onto Enshang, as he's gonna be sort of tapped up between the turrets here, but and it's him and the MM. So at least he's providing a bit of protection for the MM, but Equinox, they seem to have switched gears in this game. They've gotten a bit between their teeth. They've built up a 2.5k gold lead. And just they're swarming in here, full 5-man, as once more Terizla engaging in onto the Akai. Bing chilling, just holding onto the frigid glacier, waiting for the perfect opportunity to get the set. But the flicker being forced out by from Big Spender, and with this potential to get the dive underneath the turret, there's the blazing duets follow up. Can they get the pick-off kill? Carrie turns around with a light wheel. She almost gets a kill in response, but there's Big Spender to cover up for the team. He does get one in response, and that's going to be 1-for-1 MM for MM trade. But look at this from Akai. He's like, wait, nobody's looking at me. I'm going to steal the turtle.
Yeah, honestly, that was such a nice purify there from the carry. Like, just even managing to get one kill out of that insane engagement of it's so good.
True. You know, it was like she sustained through so much in there. Rikugan being chased down by that Bernadetta. But Bernadetta has to disengage now. Rikugan is quite low. However, Kadu, he's not interested in retreating for nothing. He's unstoppable on this Terizla. He's going it all with the frigid glacier. What a dodge from him. And the flicker, he avoids the heaviest foot. Now he's going to turn around. He's like, I got the skills. Where's my teammates for the follower? Bernadetta trying to do something. The Vaso procs once more. It's a monster kill. Can Kadu survive this? Oh, with Rikugan's help. What a play from this Terizla in the jungle.
And this kind of Terizla is kind of terrifying. Not gonna lie. Like, I'd have PTSD out of this, man.
Yeah. Crazy plays. Aurora's passive being proc, but flickers to safety. And
but at the same time, Equinox, yeah, true. At the same time, Equinox must be careful because of the scaling that they have here on the side of PGD. The game can swing.
Yes, that's true. That is true. I mean, the scaling is very good from the side of PGD. It depends on being able to get the carry online. However, Equinox have been strategizing to make sure that that is not going to be true. So they've set themselves up healthy position. I mean, more than healthy. 6k is nothing to laugh home about.
Yeah, 100%. You see the stun is here and the shutdown is onto Terizla. Much needed shutdown here into the mid lane. That is a 1-for-0 exchange, and the Lord is about to spawn in 10 seconds. Oh.
Yeah. Now the engagement here onto Jumi, who just escapes the light wheel. But look at Claude with the blazing duets. He's taking everybody down low. L wants to go in, but he has to be careful because there is a decent amount of control. That can cause problems for the Roger. PGD, they sort of getting their feet into the game a little bit. They have decreased the gold lead down to 5k. But now Al, he's got the chase in. Lycan Pounce onto Big Spender, who's forced to use the second skill. Al wanted to go back in there with the Benny around. You gotta be a little bit careful. Hijumi just scouting out the bushes, creating all the space in the world for the team to be able to steal the jungle. I mean, after you've taken the final turtle, I mean, this is what you kind of expect. But look at this from Terizla kills carry underneath the turret. This guy's fed. This is not supposed to happen.
Yeah, that is insane. 823. I mean, yeah, what more can you ask from the Terizla?
Yeah, true. Very true. It's just like, yo. I mean, carry counters Terizla, and it's a turret. Like... But it just goes to show, even with counters and things, oh, lovely way of the dragon, but the second skill just not enough to allow Bernadetta to escape. The thing is that even though you can be countered, if you're fed, counters don't matter.
Not at all. But yeah, eventually this game might swing, so like it's just gonna come down to Purgatory. They need to like slow down this game. I'm so surprised by the aggression coming up from Equinox, especially like then at mid lane tower. Someone died and they still decided to push forward.
Yeah, agreed. Like I said, they've got the bit between their teeth. They're feeling themselves quite a bit in this game, and I'm in agreement with you. PGD, they gotta slow this down. They had what a performance in the first game. It was so disciplined, so on point. Even with the lag issues, coming out on top, victors in that game. They just need to funnel the farm into Toxic Nemesis. Because once carry is online, like properly online, it's going to be near impossible to stop her. Because you have a certain degree of backline dive, right? With the Roger and with the Cho. But, carry's got Purify to deal with the Cho. And she can turn around and kill Roger.
Yeah, 100%. And they do have a Kai and Aurora with insane stun potential to keep her safe. Like right now, they just gotta play Protect the President, basically. Just keep this carry safe no matter what. Yeah. And eventually, they'll have an opportunity.
Yeah, true. Very, very, very true. And you can see Akado. It reminds me of Shady in the previous match, where he got hard focused by Miracle Chen. Same thing happened to Akado in the previous game with the Ryu song. He's like, now is my time for revenge. I shall recall spam.
Yeah. Hey, sometimes you gotta, when you're getting not hard counted or hard focused, it's so annoying. When you finally get your get back, it feels so satisfying.
Yeah. Well, South Africans are kind of famous for recall spamming. In fact, Superlight is very, very well known in the Malaysian scene. They call him the recall man.
The recall man.
Yeah. It's a very popular thing in South Africa. I'm a fan of it. It's part of sportsmanship, gamesmanship. Just to be able to put that. Play those mental games, but now a lovely wave equilibrium coming through from the side of Equinox. They've got themselves into position to end this game off quite early. They got all the pressure in the world. Claude taking down one more tier 3 turret. There should be another following as L is the one focusing onto this. The minion waves are in there, but there's Kali. He's trying to zone everybody back. He doesn't want this to, he wants to try to pull the space, but there's the blazing duets. Claude, he's into the backline. He gets what? He uses the PMI. Well, but he does get taken down himself as this fight is continuing. However, the minions are just damaging the turret. There's so much of minion waves in there. Al, oh my goodness, it's a 4-for-1 trade-off. Al wants to go in for one more. He takes it down, and it's Equinox with the second game, and this finishes off as a draw.
Oh man, Aurora almost clutched there for them with that ult. She just had the damage. Unfortunately, the farm was not there. But well deserved.
Yeah, very, very good performance from Equinox here in the second game. Both teams making those swap outs, right? Granted, it was PGD's swap out based on lag issue, right? And at the same time, it was the side of Equinox deciding to bring in their godly MM into the team. But once again, it was a big XP lane battle that determined the outcome of this match.
100%. I mean, Terizla was doing insane things, not even quick rotations, man. It's just his rotation timings were so on point. I mean, Terizla was a slow guy.
He is, but somehow he managed to pull it off.
Everybody wants the moment till the moment gets loud. Then they freeze in the spotlight while we're feeding off the crowd. One shot, one chance, one more reason to advance. Pressure looks good on us. Good on us. Good on us. Good on us. Pressure looks good on us. Good on us. Watch us turn it up. Pressure on the shoulders. Pressure in the blood. Everybody feels it. We just wear it better. Yeah, heavy expectations, heavy weight to carry. Funny how the strongest ones never look worried. Every round gets tighter, every match gets rough. Everybody says they're ready ain't enough. Whole bracket under tension, whole room on alert. One mistake changes everything, one mistake can hurt. But we've been here before, that's the difference in the end. Some teams meet pressure, we introduce it to our friends. No panic, no fear. This is why we're here. Pressure looks good on us. Good on us. Good on us. Good on us. Pressure looks good on us. Good on us. Watch us turn it up. Pressure on the shoulders. Pressure in the blood. Everybody feels it. We just wear it better. Woo! Pressure, pressure, pressure. Blue lights.
Black sky.
AFL. Feel the city hold its breath. Everybody placing bets. 32 names in the dark. 32 flames waiting for a spark.
Heavy boots on concrete floors. Every champion wants more. No words, no need to explain. Everybody knows the game.
Look around.
Feel the pressure in the sound.
Blue fire in our veins. No fear, no change.
We came too far to turn around. Now the whole world hears the sound.
Blue fire in our eyes.
Nobody here survives on luck.
32 walk through the door.
Only one leaves with enough. Late nights built this legacy. Every scar became a memory. Every loss became a lesson. Every win became a weapon.
See the banners in the blue. Every dream coming into view. One more step, one more climb.
Everybody wants this night.
Hands high.
Watch the legends come alive.
Blue fire in our veins. No fear, no chains.
We came too far to turn around. Now the whole world hears the sound.
Blue fire in our eyes.
Nobody here survives on luck.
32 walk through the door.
Only one leaves nothing else.
No kings, no gods, only those who earn their spot. No fate, no chance.
Only those who take a stand.
Blue fire in our veins.
Feel the thunder, feel the rain.
32 came chasing glory.
One will write the final story.
Blue fire in our eyes. Watch the darkness come alive. Tonight we rise.
Blue lights, black sky.
AFL. Pressure looks good on us. Good on us. Good on us. Pressure looks good on us. Watch us turn it up. Yeah. Everybody talks about pressure like it's something to survive. We treat it like fuel every time we arrive. Big stage, bright lights, whole crowd holding their breath. We don't get nervous, we get dangerous instead. Look, pressure made the diamonds, pressure built the scars. Pressure made the names, now they're hanging from the stars. Everybody wants the moment till the moment gets loud. Then they freeze in the spotlight while we're feeding off the crowd. One shot, one shot, one chance, one chance. One more reason to advance. Pressure looks good on us. Good on us. Good on us. Good on us. Pressure looks good on us. Good on us. Watch us turn it up. Pressure on the shoulders. Pressure in the blood. Everybody feels it. We just wear it better. Yeah, heavy expectations, heavy weight to carry. Funny how the strongest ones never look worried. Every round gets tighter, every match gets rough. Everybody says they're ready to ready ain't enough. Whole bracket under tension, whole room on alert. One mistake changes everything, one mistake can hurt. But we've been here before, that's the difference in the end. Some teams meet pressure, we introduce it to our friends. No panic, no panic, no fear, no fear. This is why we're here. Pressure looks good on us. Good on us. Good on us. Good on us. Pressure looks good on us. Good on us. Watch us turn it up. Pressure on the shoulders. Pressure in the blood. Everybody feels it. We just wear it better. Pressure, pressure, pressure. Blue lights.
Black sky.
AFL. Feel the city hold its breath. Everybody placing 32 names in the dark, 32 flames waiting for a spark.
Heavy boots on concrete floors. Every champion wants more. No words, no need to explain. Everybody knows the game.
Look around,
Feel the pressure in the sound.
blue fire in our veins. No fear, no chains.
We came too far to turn around. Now the whole world hears the sound.
Blue fire in our eyes.
Nobody here survives on luck.
32 walk through the door.
Only one leaves with enough. Late nights built this legacy. Every scar became a memory. Every loss became a lesson. Every win became a weapon.
See the banners in the blue. Every dream coming into view. One more step, one more climb.
Everybody wants this night.
In time,
Watch the legends come alive.
blue fire in our veins. No fear, no chains.
We came too far to turn around. Now the whole world hears the sound.
Blue fire in our eyes.
Nobody here survives on luck.
32 walk through the door.
Only one leaves with enough.
No kings, no gods, only those who earn their spot. No faith, no chance.
Only those who take a stand.
Blue fire in our veins.
Feel the thunder, feel the rain.
32 came chasing glory.
One will write the final story.
Blue fire in our eyes. Watch the darkness come alive. Tonight we rise.
Blue lights, black sky.
NFL. Pressure looks good on us. Good on us. Good on us. Pressure looks good on us. Watch us turn it up. Yeah. Everybody talks about pressure like it's something to survive. We treat it like fuel every time we arrive. Big stage, bright lights, whole crowd holding their breath. We don't get nervous, we get dangerous instead. Look, pressure made the diamonds, pressure built the scars. Pressure made the names, now they're hanging from the stars. Everybody wants the moment till the moment gets loud. Then they freeze in the spotlight while we're feeding off the crowd. One shot, one shot, one chance, one chance. One more reason to advance. Pressure looks good on us. Good on us. Good on us. Good on us. Pressure looks good on us. Good on us. Watch us turn it up. Pressure on the shoulders. Pressure in the blood. Everybody feels it. We just wear it better. Yeah, heavy expectations, heavy weight to carry. Funny how the strongest ones never look worried. Every round gets tighter, every match gets rough. Everybody says they're ready to ready ain't enough. Whole bracket under tension, whole room on alert. One mistake changes everything, one mistake can hurt. But we've been here before, that's the difference in the end. Some teams meet pressure, we introduce it to our friends. No panic, no fear. This is why we're here. Pressure looks good on us. Good on us. Good on us. Good on us. Pressure looks good on us. Good on us. Watch us turn it up. Pressure on the shoulders. Pressure in the blood. Everybody feels it. We just wear it better. Woo! Pressure, pressure, pressure. Blue lights.
Black sky.
AFL. Feel the city hold its breath.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, alright, we're going to have to need to give you some sad news. Ferox Esports not being in lobby with their full 5 team in time, so this gives Chaos Division a 2-0 pre-wins. That's sad, but it's unfortunately rules are rules.
Yeah, I was kind of looking forward to this game. I enjoyed watching Chaos Division and Ferox. They're a very strong team. It would have been entertaining, but we've got to keep to schedule.
100%, 100%. Merlin, I know you wanted to cast this last match with me, but I'm sorry, bro.
I did.
You'll get me tomorrow.
did.
You'll get me tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, and on that bombshell, unfortunately, this is going to have to be goodbye and good night. We will be back same time, same place tomorrow night, and I believe tomorrow night should be the final rounds of round 5. Oh, as you heard earlier in the stream, the AFL top 32 group stages is going to be done and dusted by next week, Friday. And then we're going to jump into the top 16. That's going to be best of 3. So stay tuned, because holy smokes, our production for top 16 is on fire. So in any case, ladies and gentlemen, please hit that like, share, and subscribe button. And we will see you tomorrow from the Waylander Gaming team and crew. It's going to be goodbye and good night.